Little snow, super gnarly YZ400s. Me, the amount of people on the internet that I don't know how that traction could. Oh, I spoke too soon. That bang, I went down on my. Intimidating for a lot of riders. So slow that it causes them problems. All right, let's go for it. Bit of a tricky little hill coming up here. I don't know how that traction control works. Maybe you guys know. I wonder if it disables. It says it's on the little screen there. I can still get it to spin. I don't quite understand how that works. I thought it's supposed to not spin at all. Oh, maybe it limits it kind of there. Interesting. Oh, 2500 maybe. Being able to shift a second. See how it accepts the throttle like that? That's kind of an indication of whether a bike has no torque or a little bit of torque. This thing actually makes decent torque for a small size single cylinder motor, in my opinion anyways. You know, I spend a lot of time in second because I'm going speeds like this, and I find that it's, you know, pretty peppy right off the bottom. It's actually very peppy. Mine's bone stock too. It'll be getting some mods, but it surprises me the amount of people on the internet that are like, no, that thing's got absolutely no torque. And I've heard some crazy stuff, like guys saying it's almost not rideable. If you can't ride this nice of a bike with, you know, the torque and the horsepower it makes, and you probably should go back to the drawing board. There is one thing I'm going to check into. I noticed that they painted or powder coated the radiator. I remember back in my old days of motocross when the YZ400s came out back in 98 or 97, whatever year it was. They all came with powder coated radiators, and one of the mods was to strip the radiators with paint stripper and get it down to bare aluminum because it heat transfers better and it cools much better. I wonder if that's an idea for this bike, because I noticed my fan is on a lot, and I bet you if we strip the paint off that radiator, or I don't know if it's paint or powder coating or what it is, but see, 2000 RPM right now, second gear. 1000. Oops, that's actually yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, these downhills, they're intimidating for a lot of riders sometimes, especially with all the round boulders and the loose ones like that. If you can kind of pick your way through with the front tire and just let the bike kind of do its own thing, well, so to speak, you'll find that they're not quite so bad. A lot of guys actually go so slow that it causes them problems because they lose their, you know, the slower you go, the harder it is to keep your balance. Yeah, this is a sweet little bike, I gotta say. Definitely need a bit taller bars. Oh gosh, was not into getting too muddy today. Okay, I think we escaped clean. Quite a bit of snow back there. I was thinking, I don't even know what all of, we got to be at about 5,000 feet, I would think. We'll know when we come around this corner if we can proceed or not. It's all shade around here. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought we'd get snowed out. Oh, I think we can pass. Did not want to be pushing in the ice and the snow, as some of you guys may or may... Oh, someone was up here on a bicycle. That's a good ride. My old freestyle motocross days have caught up with me. I'll flash a video of... I overjumped a jump back in the X Games days. And, I didn't crash, but I hit my butt so hard on the seat I actually fractured vertebrae in my back. And apparently, this is 26 years ago, I did more damage than I thought, because it's still broken. I have, on the vertebrae, you have 2 bones in the back that hold your vertebrae from moving around. It's called pars defect, and both of them are broken off on mine, so my vertebrae are literally... I'm like a big piece of jello. How's that? So I'm waiting for an MRI here in a couple of weeks. That should give me an idea or a direction of what they can or can't do, what makes the most sense. Hopefully they'll fuse it and I can just move on. Because from day to day it's pretty hit or miss whether I can leave the house or do anything at all. I've got kind of a routine. Each night I put my legs up the wall in a really deep V like this, and then I have an ice pack on my... It's the lowest vertebrae too. I think it's the S1L5. So I just rest like that for about a half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes, and it's kind of resets it a little bit. Helps... I don't know what it does, to be honest. Helps push it back into place a little bit, or best it can anyways. And that seems to help, at least. But yeah, it should be fixable. I read on the internet lots of people get it fixed, so... Wow, nice up here. I'm second gear. It's 1500. It just takes right off. Like, this thing's got more torque than people are giving it credit for. Oh, hello, snow. Oh my goodness, yeah, we're not going in. I was hoping to, oh yeah, I guess we could get down for a quick picture. I think I can get back out of there. I did go down in here once before, my 690. I couldn't get back out. I had to dig myself a little road. I think we can scoot through this pretty... Car over there, someone decided to bring up and abandon. Wow, more water than I thought. Let's get a few drone shots, shall we? It's nice to have a bike that's just so much more manageable than the bigger bikes. Okay, we got this. Little snow, super gnarly steep hill. Typical day for Heddletown. Drones up there. Carry some speed. Nicely done, nicely done. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, it's greasy. Woohoo! Oh, that was awesome. Oh. I let off a little too much. I didn't suspect it to be so greasy. Definitely lots of snow in places. It's funny how so many YouTubers can nag on this bike about the power and the torque, but I'm pretty impressed. And I've said it before, for what it is, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, if these little trees weren't there, you guys would have the most unbelievable view. Okay, let's go make some lunch. Straight stretch on my 690. I was being the total rock star and I was giving you guys some pointers. It was quite deep snow. I can't remember, I'll wait till I see the clip, but it was good 6 inches or more, maybe a foot, I don't know. It was really deep. And I was saying, yeah, you guys got to have confidence and you got to do this and you got to do that. Bang, I went down on my head. It was actually pretty priceless. Glad I have moments like that. But yeah, the moral of the story, don't tense up, just ride with a little, what's the word? Relax, a little pizzazz. Just chill, it's just a motorbike. And that's just a view. If those little trees weren't quite there, you'd see something unreal. Oh my gosh, the more I ride this bike, the more I'm loving it, you guys. I'm absolutely loving it. You know what they claim it to be? A lightweight adventure bike. And you know what it is? It's exactly that. I have a feeling this bike, you could just throw a pipe in like a full exhaust on it and it would be quite happy to breathe a little bit better, which would probably lose a few pounds and add a couple horsepower, I would suspect. This bike would be absolutely perfect. It's almost rideable as is, for me anyways. It makes more power and torque than you think. Like, it goes quite good, actually. Made our way to a pretty major forestry service road here. Well, it's more of a main road. We'll stop in at my favorite lookout and we'll make some homemade green pea soup, thanks to my neighbor. I cannot wait too. Favorite little spots. This is where I did my lesson video last year with my new buddy James. I'll drop a link to that video or a card up here in the corner somewhere there maybe. Beautiful top secret location. Not shabby. Look at that. I remember this spot, we tried to get the big T7 around here. No, it won't do it. Already did a donut around here, by the way. Oh, 390 for the win. Okay, lunchtime. Oh yeah, lunch spot. We got homemade split pea soup, green pea soup. I lost the sleeves. It's one thing I like about these climb jackets, the enduro ones, you can take the sleeves off, which is a big bonus. Well, anyways, that's going to do it for me, you guys. I hope you enjoy some of those vlogs. Just getting acquainted with the little bike still. I've only got about 150 kilometers on it, so it's not even really broke in yet. But the more I ride it, the more I love it. Lots of mods coming in the future, lots of vlogs. I'll get some off-bike shots here soon too. But right on, I love it. See you guys on the next one.